Hey everyone, it's Dragon Fireflies. So, this is my Beltaine altar. I know it's a day or two past Beltaine, but I didn't get a chance to celebrate until today because today's my day off. So, yeah. So, what I'm thinking, I'm going to show you guys the altar, but what I'm thinking I'm going to do, because I have been in sort of a magical abyss, if you will, when it comes to what I'm doing with my craft. I didn't really have anything specific for a long time. That's why my videos are pretty scarce. But as I'm getting more into Celtic witchcraft and learning about it and going along through all of that, what I think I'm going to do is start a series where as I'm learning about it, I will also share everything that I'm learning about it with all of you as well. Because for one thing, I need more content on my YouTube channel, and for another thing, there just isn't that much out there in the YouTube community, at least not from what I've seen, about Celtic witchcraft, because it is different from other types of witchcraft. It is, like, the style is different, a lot of the tools that are more important to the Celtic path and the values and such things of the Celtic path varied a little bit from mainstream like Wicca, like from how like Silver and Wolf and how all of like the normal there's a hair the mainstream like authors and such that are out there, that the way they kind of teach it, Celtic path varies from that a little bit. So I'll go into detail on that later. But the reason why I haven't had many videos out is because my internal storage, or technically it's my external storage on my phone, was all filled up, and I figured out how to move stuff to my internal storage, so now I can actually start filming videos again. Okay. So, first things first, I made a new maypole. I know it's going to be hard to see because of the lighting, but I also have a wooden thing of the deer. And then, whoa. So I kind of like this better because this is like not really attached, it's separated, and it's held on there by threads. But I kind of like this version of Maple better, and the colors go better. Also, this part isn't glued on, so that way next year if I wanted to do like something different, all I'd have to do is just like attach it, take this part would just come off really easily, and then just make a new part and reattach it to the pole. All this is hot glued on, so again, that can easily just be picked off, and I could make a new one next year if I wanted to. I don't know if I will, though. I quite like this one. It's really pretty. So then I have quartz, Labrador egg, rose quartz. I don't like having her in the window because I don't want the sunlight to drain it, but I'm doing my ritual tonight, so I'll move her afterwards. And there's all that quartz. And then I have just a little thing of branches going out. I love, the reason why I'm doing my video the day of my ritual is because I always have fresh flowers on it, and they will wither within the day, so here we go. So I have red ribbons on my candle holders, and the reason why my cauldron's on here, I don't usually have my cauldron on my altar, but going with the Celtic theme, the cauldron is the most important symbol, other than the symbol for Owen and the Triskelion, in Celtic witchcraft. So, and Beltaine is one of the most celebrated holidays. Like, it's one of the oldest holidays still celebrated today, but it has many roots in Celtica. So there's that. Also, this cauldron just fits like my aesthetic perfectly. Like, I love the brass. It's actually more like copper, and then like the wrought iron kind of workings, like with the way that is. Like, it's just, I really love it. I don't have any purple tulips this year, so I just have pink and red, and a little bit of white and yellow daffodils. So there's just some tulips scattered about. I have my rose quartz palm stone, my labradorite one, and then in the front is my rose quartz skull. And that is because Beltaine is opposite Samhain on the Wheel of the Year, and I know we tend to only really celebrate or like recognize death at Samhain, but the reality is that death happens throughout any time, day or night, all year round. It's constantly there. We just don't like usually recognize it until it comes to Samhain. But it's just present. So, rose quartz skull, and then going around, we have bits of Lemurian quartz, 3 little babies here, and then a whole bunch going around the sides. This is fluorite, and there's 9 pieces of fluorite going around. The 9 ladies of Avalon is a thing, but the number 9 is already like known to be a sacred thing in witchcraft, as well as the number 3. And so I have 3 garnets going around. I have 3 raw pieces of lepidolite, and then I have my amethyst heart, because I actually, since I bought it, I haven't really used it in any of like my altar workings or anything, and I figured, well, since it's Beltaine, and it just kind of fits. And then I have my tiger iron sphere on top of my pentacle. And this was actually a gift to me from Teddy for Beltaine, I think 2 years ago. It was his Beltaine gift to me. So I figured I'll just have it on here, also because it is marking the beginning of summer, and this is usually what I use for like my solar representation, whereas I have my selenite one for the lunar one, for like lunar energies. So yeah, that's mostly it. The god is holding his egg, and the goddess is holding her egg, and actually what is in there is blossoms from our pussy willow bush out in the back. Yeah. Other than that, there isn't too much going on. I would like to give you guys a room tour at some point, because my room has changed a bit, but it's currently kind of messy, so I'll do that some other day. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and oh wait, there's one more thing I was going to tell you. Teddy also gave me a deer skull with these beautifully marvelous antlers, and the skull is still kind of being like primed and everything, and it's still got like some and it wasn't hunted. He found it. He lives out in like this heavily forested area. He found it, so he gave it to me, and I'll show that to you guys in probably the next video or 2, depending on if I get that done first, or if I do the Celtic, like my first Celtic series video first. But yeah, so that, I think that is all. Goodbye and blessed be.